Fudge. Whatever. You guys will just have to enjoy for me. In the meantime, let me send out the Discord pings. I can close Discord. And then I think I'm good to go. I think that's everything. I got my face. I didn't leave that at home this time. I have the game. It's good to go. I have my controller connected, maybe. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's having a great day. Today we're playing some Ori and the Blind Forest. I was like initially kind of mixed on it, but like once like some of the movement options have opened up, it's gotten a lot better, I think. So I'm looking forward to continuing that today. We should be able to get through like to the halfway point, I think, today. It's a relatively short game. I say relatively short because Hollow Knight was like really long, and I usually play really long games on the weekends. So for me, a game that is like 16 hours long like this or whatever it is, 12, 16 hours, it's relatively short compared to a 60, 70, 80 hour game, you know? But of course, everything is relative. So, you know. I hope everybody's having a good week. It is Thursday, which means tomorrow is Friday. It is always a nice thing to know. I have to constantly remind myself of that fact, of like what tomorrow is over and over again. It's honestly something I've been doing like for a long time now. It's kind of a weird and like kind of annoying habit I have where I'll like constantly remind myself of what tomorrow is. I think it's like because I used to have to do that like on a daily basis back when I had a part-time job that like that had inconsistent scheduling. So I would have to remember what days I worked and which days I was streaming and what times both those were, and sometimes they overlapped. So I was always like, okay, what's tomorrow? What's tomorrow? What's tomorrow? What's tomorrow? And now I can't stop saying what's tomorrow. It's a bad habit of mine. And now I start mocking myself by saying like, oh, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday's day or Saturday's day. Saturnus day, Sunaz day. Yeah. Well, I think it's also like if you don't have like a weekly schedule, you can kind of forget because like the days blend into each other. But it's kind of just like a habit I have at this point. It's like I'll be in the shower and I'll be like, okay, what is tomorrow? Or I'll be like in bed at the end of the day being like, okay, what do I need to do next? It's like, you go to sleep, idiot. It's 11 p.m. at night. Go to sleep. Funny, I was playing a game yesterday as well where it has like an in-game time system, and you have to sleep obviously to keep your energy levels up so you can do stuff. And it was yelling at me to like go to sleep, and I'm like, oh, is it already 11 p.m. at night? I could go for a bit longer. Art imitating reality, or reality art reflecting reality. I think I'm misquoting that. Anyway, I should probably get the game started. Probably. I suppose we could just sit here and talk for like an hour. I could probably do like an hour. I feel like I'd start to run out of things to talk about after like an hour though. Wait for the game tag. Yeah, there it is. Why are you guys not... Hello? Here, let me refresh that. See if that fixes it. There it goes. Okay. But where'd the game go? Game crash? I alt-tabbed over to OBS and the game crashed. I did not like that. I do not like ham, Sam I am. Okay, there it goes. Okay. Okay. So let's see if I remember how to play this game from like literally the other day. Alright, I need to go get the keys. I think I saw piranhas in here, but looks like we're got a bit of a water level. I love how he like swims with his like front paws like down like that. Oh, it reminds me of like the way like cats will swim or whatever. If you ever have seen like a cat swim, it doesn't happen too often. They don't tend to like doing that kind of stuff, but it does happen occasionally. Okay. Did we already go through all the 1-point upgrades? I think we did. Okay, let's hold on to it then. I'm trying to remember what the... Okay. There it is. Ah! I see. It's been like 2 days. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's more of a cat mixed with some sort of like simian. But like a monkey or something, but pretty close. Oh, well, it said whatever he was, he's dead now. Okay. I wonder if the water renders in real time. It does. Interesting. Okay. You know, I've heard that some of the reason why people like cats so much is because their faces remind us of baby faces with the way they're proportioned and like their heads and everything. So we instinctually like them more. Which is kind of funny to think about. Because I could totally see cats taking advantage of our native biology to make us like them and forgive them for doing dumb stuff all the time. I think there's an upgrade that you can get that means he can just like breathe underwater. But it's like fairly far down on the skill tree. Well, tomorrow's Friday already. Oh. Dang. I should have saved sooner. I gotta remember now, I'm not playing a game with autosaves. I keep playing games with, like, autosaves and stuff, and now I'm used to it. I think more so what it is that there are no autosaves, and there's no, like, designated checkpoints. Like, if I see a checkpoint, I'll usually use it or whatever, if the game has, like, a designated save spot system or whatever. But like with this, I have to like remember to actually do something to save. I can't just like walk up to a save point and use it. I'm like forgetting to do so. Wonder if you could save underwater. Probably. No, you cannot. Okay. I guess that kind of makes sense that you don't like save in a spot where you can't get any air. Oh, let me go back up. Let me go back up. Let me go back up. Oh, gosh. No, you're good, Bolem. You have no obligation to be here. No matter how many times people apologize for not being at my streams, I will continue to say that they have no obligation to be here. And you shouldn't feel like you have an obligation either. It's nice if you can stop by, but there's no obligation to do so. If anything, I hope it's not an obligation. I hope it doesn't feel like one. Oh no, this is like Mario 64 and like Sonic 1 and 2 all over again. These like his like air bar is actually pretty small. Like it runs out pretty quick. I think he's only got like a minute or so of air. I guess he's not a large fellow, so his lung capacity is probably not super big. Bump 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 bump. Yeah. Yeah, that anxiety, yeah. Yeah. Bum bum. Oh yeah, I need to remember what the... Okay, hold on. Oh! Oh my gosh. I need to save. Let me check something. I think it's under help and options. Where are the controls? Charge jump. Light burst dash. I think... Right, okay. I think it's right bumper that I'm thinking of. Because there was that move that we got at the end of last stream that lets us, like, trampoline off enemies, basically. And I was trying to remember which one that was. I remember we had a golden poodle. No, sorry, a golden doodle. It's like a poodle mixed with a golden retriever. And his fur was like really thick. And it made him look like a lot bigger than he was. So he would go in like the water or whatever. And he would come out and all of his fur would be like matted down to like his skin. And he would look like so much smaller. No, this stream is actually checking frames. It's not just you. Come to think of it, was having issues last weekend too. But no, I figured it would be better to like just keep going rather than freaking out about it. So I've just been talking and playing the game. Because I could sit here freaking out about it the next like 10 minutes, but realistically, there's not, unfortunately, much I can do about it. Gosh, dang. Okay. So... I thought it was right bumper, but maybe not? Oh yeah, Bolem, did you see that trailer for the new horror game that Nintendo put out? That was kind of interesting. It was unexpected for Nintendo to do something like that, but yeah. I think that's what surprised people the most about it. It looked okay from a, like, horror trailer perspective, but, like, it was just weird to see the Nintendo logo, you know, next to it. I mean... Depending on the console, Nintendo's tried to go a bit more mature with some of their games, but like... Yeah, Nintendo put out a trailer for like a horror game on their like official X Twitter thing, whatever. Um, it's called like, I don't know, something about smiling. Had a guy with like, you know, paper bag over his head and smile painted on it. But anyway, um, didn't get much from the actual trailer, but it was just surprising for people because, like, you know, it's Nintendo, so you wouldn't expect them to like advertise like a uh, psychological horror kind of game like that. Yeah, I could have sworn it was like right bumper or something. Well, I guess I'll figure it out later. I'll probably have to do it at some point for like platforming or whatever. Nice. Okay, let me save a minute because I think... Let me see. Okay. Holy crap, it's real. It is. Yeah. It's pretty standard, but like it was just surprising to see on like a Nintendo heavy Silent Hill vibes from it, yeah. Yeah, I think somebody mentioned it was gonna do something to do with like abuse by teachers or something maybe, but I cannot confirm that. It's just something I saw on the internet, so I cannot confirm that. Nope. Sorry, Ori. No! I don't know. I feel like this is one of those games that has suffered a little bit in the gameplay department and in favor of its visual style, which does happen sometimes, where a game will have a really nice visual style, but like the gameplay will suffer a little bit. That's going pretty well. How are you doing, Akira? But yeah, I mean the platforming is pretty decent. The combat kind of sucks. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This combat kind of does suck. But the platforming is decent in certain segments. But once you get some of the abilities, though, like at the start, the platforming is not fun. But yeah. I have seen it, but I haven't played it. No, I think I own it on Steam, so probably at some point. I think I have to get an upgrade to be able to break wood stuff with that attack. Yeah, maybe I'll play it on stream at some point. I have to get my FPS skills with like a keyboard and mouse a bit better though first. Yeah, maybe if I get a chance. What's up, Jeppo? Oh, well, about what? I think it looks pretty. But, I think it, has suffered a little bit in the, like, gameplay for it. Which is a bit of a shame. Because, I've seen games that look very similar, but function much better as, like, platformers, I think. Like, there's a couple of Rayman games that are also, like, 2D platformers with, like, a big focus on, like, momentum. Like this game does with its platforming. That looks just as good, if not better. But, like, also plays better, so. That is my opinion on that. Okay, so now I have to figure out which button is for that one skill that I was using yesterday. Does it maybe say? Bash? Oh, it's Y. Okay. More like a parkour game, not FPS. Yeah, I know. I just, like... my like reaction times would not be high enough with a keyboard and mouse. I'm just not like as comfortable with the keyboard and mouse as I am with like a controller by any means. So I'd have to like practice my keyboard and mouse skills before I could like confidently play a game like that, I think. Oh, do I have to use his projectile? Oh gosh, dang it. Yeah, no, it definitely looks fun. And I'm not opposed to the idea of card games or cards in my video games by any means, so. Okay. For example, I think one good example of like style over function, you can see all this like seaweed in the foreground, but because it's there, it can cover up like what's going on with the actual game. It's not too obtrusive, and since there are no enemies down here, it doesn't matter. But like, that's something where like, if you were focused entirely like on gameplay or something, or your focus was on making the game fun to play first, you would never have seaweed in the foreground. You would never have anything in the foreground because it might distract the player or cause them to make mistakes that would frustrate them and you know, like lead them to die and everything. So oh, I think I saved in a pretty bad spot there. Okay, I gotta get rid of this guy before I can check out the map thing. Otherwise I'm gonna die over and over again. Saved in a pretty bad spot there. Do I have to get that guy to charge down here, maybe? Come here, buddy. No, he doesn't want to go over there. Come on. I'm right here. Oh, he doesn't want to come that way. Okay. Oh, gosh. Deleted. I saved it in a really bad spot there. Okay. Leave me alone. Okay. Try and get out of here. And then I gotta save someplace else because otherwise I'm just gonna keep dying to that thing. We'll save here. Okay. Although it is funny to hear you say that the game is too smooth, Bolum, as the stream chugs along at like 5 frames per second. Like, we could use some smoothness around here. Oh gosh. There. Okay, let me just throttle the internet. I'll open up like 5 Chrome tabs. Illo was the stoutest of all the spirits and the most powerful ever seen. Now he rests, turned into an ancestral tree. You've learned Stomp. Press A and then dive down to destroy stuff. Okay. It's a little weird that, like, the, like, that ability is, bound to a key. Or, sorry, bound to a button. Or do I have to go from higher up? Weird. Hello? Oh. I see. Alrighty. Okay, I got it. I was stomping the wrong thing. Oh, hello. Nice. Okay. Well, where else can I use this stomp ability? Where have I not been? I haven't been to the top right. I don't know how I would get there right now. That could be an option. Although I think it's just for... Yeah, let me just keep moving. I think I gotta go to the left. Yeah, over by where that map thing was. Instead of having the pig guy jump down, I have to use my new ability to stomp down there. There we go. Oh, shoot. Okay. I once played a game on, like, you know, the old family laptop, and it was not running well. The intro cutscene was running at, like, less than 1 frame per second, so I left it, while I went to go do something, came back, and it was, like, I waited for an hour for that cutscene to finish, and it only got, like, a few frames in. It didn't finish the cutscene. Cutscene is like a few minutes long. Hey Union, how's it going? Wait, I've already been here. Okay, so where are we going? We're trying to get back over here. I see. Okay. So our new ground pound thing will let us get to new places. But more importantly, what we have to do is get over there, I guess. Oh, nice! That'll be fun. I haven't been to, like, a theme park during the summer in a while. The people we used to go to with as kids moved away a long time ago, and we're no longer kids, so I haven't gone in a while. But yeah, Sounds like fun. Oh! Ah, yes, the insta-kill lasers. It's weird how there's, like, a health system, but, like, so many things will just kill you outright. I don't know, it just feels a little weird. Like, if you're gonna have a health system, then why have half the things in the game, like, just kill you instantly? At that point, like, what's even the point of having the health system to begin with, you know? Anyway. Oh, gosh. How am I supposed to get over there? Maybe I don't have an ability I need to get over there yet. Maybe I have to backtrack later. Although, apparently, the Definitive Edition adds quite a bit in terms of, like, stuff, including, like, the fast travel points and the ability to backtrack after certain points that usually couldn't, which is weird. Like, the no fast travel thing is especially weird. Okay, let me save here. Nope. Man, there's like no lead time on that laser either. Oh. Glad I'm not keeping track of how many times I've died in this game. I'd be spending half my stream just leaning over and hitting the death button over and over again. Okay. But yeah, I've been to Cedar Point a few times. A few times in my life. It's a fun place to go. Especially during the summer. With all the water park stuff and everything. Oops. Yeah, just touching those spikes takes away like half my health. Just fun. Oh, hello. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Also, if you're planning on wearing your bathing suit, like, underneath some pants or just, like, from the get-go, having less in your pockets is probably a good idea. Since, bathing suit pockets aren't super comfortable or anything. It's funny. I guess I've never thought about it, but that's yet another place where, like, guys have pockets, but girls don't. Like, yet another piece of clothing where guys have, like, pockets, but girls just have none. I don't know, maybe sundresses do, but... I love theme parks. Oh no, I'm terrified of roller coasters, Bolim. I would be one of the people with that face on. I think like one of the first roller coasters I ever rode on was like a pretty tame one. And like I think it was called, I can say that, right? Yeah, I can say that. I think it's like the Rat Race or whatever. I think at Cedar Point, or was that like the other? I'm trying to think. There's like two big, like amusement parks in Michigan. I'm trying to think if it was that one or the other one. Anyway, it was a pretty tame one. I had to keep my eyes closed the whole time. The only time I opened my eyes was when I thought we stopped. The ride stops at the top, and you can see the entire parking lot. I like opened my eyes, saw, oh, there's the car where we parked. Oh, we're really high up, and closed my eyes again for the rest of the ride. I was like 10 riding the baby, like a baby roller coaster. Like the literal, like, child safety one. While I was like 10 years old. Gotcha. I can't break that? Not yet, anyway. Wimp, yeah. Guilty as charged. What are you gonna do about it, huh? Nah, I'm just scared of heights. Like, scared of falling off of them. And, roller coasters never, like, struck me as particularly reliable in that regard. Also, I wear glasses, so it's like, shoot, that's another thing to lose. Apart from, like, your phone or your wallet or something, I have something that's on my face that costs money that, like, I kind of need to function properly. Like, why does that kill me instantly? The balancing of this game is a little weird in that regard. Like, I'm not sure if it wants to be a hardcore game or not. Like, on one hand, it feels like it kind of wants to be, like, a fairly punishing, like, manage your save point, like, resource kind of game. But on the other hand, it's, like, got this art style that doesn't really convey that. And, like, the story doesn't really convey that. I don't know, it's a very odd mix. Oop. Yeah, well, logically, you're not likely to get struck by lightning, but it still happens. I mean, Bolim was talking about how she likes... Bolim was talking about how, it's fun to, like, describe accidents or whatever that happen on the ride while you're on the ride and see like people's horrified faces. So it does happen. Yeah, I know. Just say it. I'm just making excuses. Don't mind me. I'm just making excuses for a deep-seated childhood fear. Don't worry about me. I'm perfectly aware it's not entirely logical to be afraid of, like, amusement rides more than, like, other things. Yeah, those big drop towers can be pretty dangerous, too. Like, if the mechanisms or brakes or whatever on them ever stop, you know? Or stop working. Those things are pretty scary. That's like the epitome of, like... If I'm scared of falling from heights, that's like the epitome. I'll go on, like, the tilt-a-whirl, you know? Those things that, like, make people throw up. And I'll go on those and I'll be fine. But, like a roller coaster? Nah. Or at least not as much. Like, I've been to Disney World, like, once in my life. And I turned down, going on, Mystic Mountain or whatever. One of their, like, large roller coasters. So I could, like, do the, like, arcade Buzz Lightyear shooting game, like, 2 or 3 times in a row. That was way more fun to me. Yeah, whatever. I mean, everybody's got stuff that they don't like, so it's whatever. Like I said, I know it's illogical. I'm to be afraid of roller coasters more than anything else. Or more than other things or whatever. Gosh, I can't imagine playing this game on permadeath. I feel like that would be such a infuriating experience. Like, the amount of times I've died from, like, dumb stuff. Or just, like, an inability to, like, properly jump over an enemy by, like, 1 or 2 pixels or whatever. Is, like... would infuriate me to no end if I... was playing on permadeath. Ah! Defeated it. Okay. Okay. Oh, I actually think I can't go any farther left this way. I don't have the upgrade to break the stone blocks there. Okay, well, I can teleport closer to our goal, I think, from the next room over. If I can get into that room. I think I wasn't able to get in that room and I got stuck for a while. Yeah, I can't get into that room either. Okay, well, this detour was a bit of a bust. Let's go back down then. How so? I might have a legitimate reason to fear roller coasters, or I might actually start to enjoy roller coasters, because I've been on roller coasters. It's like, yeah, I talk about this, but like this was like when I was younger. Like once I got into my teens and young adults, I was like fine, but I haven't been like at a place where it was possible to ride a roller coaster since I was probably younger than 20, and I'm 23 going on 24 now. So I have not had the opportunity to even ride a roller coaster for several years now. Is this water clean now? Yeah, it is. Because we did that one thing, I guess, in the previous area. Okay, that can't be broken. Okay. Let's grab air dash. Oh, I don't have regular dash yet. My bad. I'm guessing I'll get it at some point here soon. Gosh, I hope I'm going the right way. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to backtrack this backtracking. Because we were over here, right? That's the first area that we did. And now we have to head over to the left. I think we're going the right way. I'm not sure how we're gonna get there, but it does seem like we need to run back over towards the left. Probably, it looks like there's a doorway over by the tree. That would make sense if we have to run by there. Gotcha. Yeah, maybe I didn't start actually enjoying rides if I gave roller coasters more if I gave them another try, but haven't had the opportunity to it yet. Maybe at some point I will give it another shot, you know. Okay. Looks like... Hey, there we go. Okay. I knew I needed a double jump for that. Because I remember being stuck on that area for a minute. And not knowing which way to go. Or what to do there. Alright, let's save. And then can I warp any closer? I don't think so. But I think I'm just supposed to run left and go through that other doorway. Valley of the Wind. Nausicaan Valley of the Wind. Oh, miniature owls. I guess I'll have to save up my skill points till we get to 2, and then I can maybe take a look. I think I might upgrade our combat capabilities again. I think that would be good to keep focusing on. Till at least we get some other stuff, maybe. There we go. I feel like hitting that once should be enough to drive it in. I haven't seen a reason yet why you would need to have it be 2, or sorry, 3 hits instead of 1 hit, but maybe we'll get there. That gave us a lot of light, though. That was like a full ability point right there. Yeah, what's the next combat thing we can get? Ultra light burst. Increase their strength and radius of light burst. Okay. See, this is the part I like. Like, these platforming challenges, especially with this ability, are a lot of fun. I like it way more than the combat in this game. I was unfortunately, I think, a little bit too old to get into creepypastas by the time I had access to the internet. Just kind of missed me. Because I didn't get access, like, consistent access to the internet until, like, I was in my late teens. So, like, I was aware of the internet, and I would, like, what I would do is I would, like, download a bunch of podcasts or YouTube videos or whatever while I was at the library onto a thumb drive, and I would take it home and I would watch stuff. But, like, for a long time, I didn't have consistent access to the internet, so there was no way for me to, like, be involved in that kind of stuff or get into that kind of stuff, really. Hey, Kirby. How's it going? I haven't played a Kirby game in a while. I think the last one I played was, either the Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance one. I can't remember which. I know there's multiple Game Boy Color, or multiple Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance ones, but... Hey, Peyton. How's it going? Oh. Wrong button. Uh-huh. I like kicking those guys around. Oh, I can't break that. Okay. Pretty good. Waiting for my AC to work, yeah. Yeah, there's been some pretty hot days over by where I live. I saw a news article the other day. People were, like, flocking towards, like, a desert, I think somewhere out in Arizona or somewhere near there. Because it was, like, a record-breaking 133 degrees Fahrenheit out there. And, like, I think it was, like, on the news, they were, like, cautioning people, don't do this, this is stupid. Don't expose yourself to, like, boiling temperatures. Because you think it would be an interesting story to tell. Do I stream on a daily basis? On a semi-daily basis. Tuesdays and Thursdays I stream around this time, and then the weekends I stream earlier in the day, but for longer. But that's usually a different game. I'll usually have like one game I do on Tuesday, Thursdays, and then one game I do on Saturday, Sunday. Uh-huh. Oh, shoot. Did I die to that in one hit? Dang. Yeah, that's I don't know. I feel weird about this game with, like, how it chooses what does how much damage. Like, even though I feel like I have a good amount of health at this point, like, there are so many things that'll kill me in, like, 1 or 2 hits. Oop. Ah.
Welcome.
Hey, thanks for the follow-up, Peyton. That was good. Ah. Clearly, I'm the best at platformers the world has ever seen. I don't know. That's like when I'm like complaining about the difficulty of this game or whatever, I'm always like, I could just be bad at this game. But like, I do think there are some issues with the game that just go beyond like my skill issue. Oh gosh. What kind of game do I play usually? On the weekends, usually long JRPG stuff like Atlas games. And then on the weekdays, I'll usually play more action games. Recently, since I played Hollow Knight before this, I thought it'd be fun to play another platformer, and this won the poll, so it's been a pretty alright. Ah, didn't even see the spikes there. Alright, I gotta go this way. But no, I had to go out and buy myself my first, like, you know, floor fan or whatever the other day, Kirby. Because I had no, like, AC, and it was, like, getting to the 90s, 100s with, like, a 70% humidity. I was like, dang. Am I supposed to get that light? Oh, killing myself. Oh, shoot. I should have saved before doing that. That was dumb. I should save when I get further in, so I don't have to keep redoing this one section. There. Oh, gosh. Yeah, great. There we go. Okay. Yes, and Sonic X Gender Generations are releasing the same day. Hmm. Yeah, you've been doing pretty well. Like, there's a lot of good games that you enjoy coming out recently, huh, Union? I saw that there was like a ReFantazio live stream thing. I gotta watch that. Weather's been hot all over. Yeah, it's summertime, baby. Summertime, 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 summertime. Hey, all right. I got the thing without dying. Okay, let me save here. Because I probably can't do that twice. Or I could, but it'd take a while. Okay. Okay. As long as Kuro's out there, the path to Misty Woods will be blocked. Might be able to distract her if we loosen that rock. Gotcha. Drop the rock on the giant owl. Sounds like a plan. Bonk. Now, speaking of fall, have you ever watched, what's the show? Over the Garden Wall, Bolin? I think you'd really like it if you haven't. Where did it drop us? Down here, I guess. Okay. Looks like we just gotta get across to... Oh! Oh, we can glide now. Okay. Oh, that's neat. All right. Huh. Holy cow. His projectile speed is a lot faster than his counterparts. I need to upgrade the basic attacks, like damage output. It's taking too long to kill normal enemies. Well, we've only got a little bit of ways to go to like get the next skill point, and then I can do that. Hope nobody gets motion sickness from this area. Ah, yeah. Yeah, it's got that's hard on pets too. I guess just be glad you don't have like a pet that's like super sensitive to like temperatures, like some sort of reptile. The Shrouded Lantern. This mysterious haze bellows out of its stem. If we find a light to light it up, the place might be clear up once again. Okay. Come on. There we go. Huh. I can't, jump off of the slime's attacks for whatever reason. Hey. Save and spend the point on that. Okay. Now our charge up ability does more damage. Ouch. Well, good thing I saved. Oop. Dash into the enemy again. Oh, there's spikes there? Oh, I didn't even see that. Why do the projectiles have to, like, leave a trail on the ground? Holy cow. The frogs. Frogs are back. Okay. If I get past this frog, I gotta save. Nope. Okay, he died. Cool. I'm almost dead, but he's dead, so it all works out. Oh, right, I can glide now. Forgot about that. Oh yeah, but you never answered my question, Bullim. Have you watched Over the Garden Wall at all? If you haven't, I think you should. I think you would really like it. Oh! Oh. We gotta watch the Gojira 1954. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you can save it for fall. It's basically it's like one of the only like modern Halloween kind of like things to come out recently. It came out on Cartoon Network. It's a short like 10 episode Cartoon Network series that's like really good. Would highly recommend for autumn Halloween time viewing. It's Godzilla! Technically, it's not Godzilla, it's Gojira. A legally distinct entity from Godzilla. You're right, but it's still... But we should still run. Come on. Come on, shoot at me. I need you to shoot at me so I can do this platform, please. Please. Please, NEBAI, shoot at me. Please do your job. Oh my gosh. I guess he did technically shoot at me. Please shoot at me again? Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Go. Oop. Ah. I think the last time I thought about like kaiju movie kind of stuff was Pacific Rim, and there was a really good kind of niche hidden gem kind of like FPS game based off of the not the original Godzilla movie, but of King Kong Island or whatever. It was like a King Kong Island movie, and like back in like I think the early 2000s, late 90s or something like that. But it was all right. But the tie-in game was I think the one with Jack Black. But the tie-in game is like actually like a pretty decent FPS game, but it's hard to get like your hands on properly nowadays because I think the rights expired for like the movie stuff. So like it's a little hard to get your hands on now. No, it's not quite the same thing, but yeah. Oh, interesting. This whole area changed, right? Because Illusion Forest. Pacific Rim is awesome, yeah. Plot gets really funky with Pacific Rim too, but... Yeah. There are some pieces of media that we all pretend never got a sequel because it's just better off that way. Like there's a sequel to a game series of mine that I enjoy, Command and Conquer, and EA completely ran it into the ground after they bought the rights to it. And so we just all pretend that like the conclusion to the series never happened because the conclusion was so terrible. It's like an RTS game and they give you like this random like Karen of a wife like a literal care and energy wife that you're supposed to care about, with these like weird first-person cutscenes, and then they like made the gameplay really weird and wonky because of higher ups to like demands, rather than making it good, and so it's just kind of like a complete flop, and has like completely killed any interest in making anything new in the series for a long time. Okay, so I gotta get down to that thing, and that'll help me, I guess, get around. Oh yeah, the M. Night Shyamalan Avatar movie. And now we have the live-action Avatar show, which is somehow just as bad as like the M. Night Shyamalan. But I wouldn't say it's just as bad. I think actually the show is a little bit better than the like movie. But like, man, it's not great. It's not exactly a high bar on comparing to that live-action movie. They completely took like all the charm out of that game, or sorry, that series. Like it's, I don't know. It's like such a great show, and then they took like all the heart and soul out of it for that like adaptation, and it sucks so bad. Not only that they like, not only like the quality of it, but like the fact that they took out like all the heart and soul of it, and like they had to skip over so much stuff, so like all the exposition was like really. Skull Island survival game, interesting. Yeah, I mean it was a pretty interesting like. It's like a niche FPS game that's pretty decent as like a tie-in, you know. It's like every once in a while you get a tie-in game that's just like a good game, or like you know, a movie game that's actually a good game or whatever. It's just one of those. It's nothing like super crazy. Like it's pretty good for the time when it came out and everything, because it came out on like original Xbox, PS2, and like I think 360 at the time. Although the 360 version actually looks a little bit worse in some cases, because in the port over to Xbox to 360 they didn't do a super good job at translating some things, and like some of the models look like way off, because like you notice how ugly they look in like the 360's like light. Anyway, I'm getting like way. Point is, yeah. Oh yeah, I tried that like Once Human game that came out like the other day. Speaking of survival games, since it's, you know, it's free and everything. I saw the trailer a while ago, and like the world looks pretty interesting, because basically the selling point for me was Lovecraftian open world third-person shooter, and I was like, you know what? That sounds pretty cool, actually. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And so I checked it out, and I'm like, man, they made it a generic zombie shooter game. They have all these like cool designs and everything, but the way they tell the story is pretty bad, and like they don't use the like enemies very effectively, at least in like the first couple hours that I played. So, but it's all right. It's nothing crazy bad, but it's nothing crazy good either. It's just a shame to see that like such an interesting concept and like world design and enemy design just like went to nothing. Like it's not being used for anything properly or whatever. I should just give up on that like light experience thing, shouldn't I? Oh my gosh, as I say it, I finally get it. Okay, saving. That's why I kept dying. I kept trying to get into that top left corner to grab that thing. I think, hold on. So. Ah. I don't know. I feel like there's less of those like movie tie-in games and stuff nowadays, for better or for worse. Like I said, every once in a while there would be something pretty good that came out of like that kind of stuff, but like a lot of the time it was just kind of like copycat kind of junk food kind of stuff, mostly for kids, unfortunately. I mean, we don't have any more Shrek 2s for the original Xbox, but we also don't have, was it the E.T. game? A game which I own and have played, by the way. That, like, E.T. game. I found it and the console for it, like, a while back for pretty cheap. It was like part of some other games that was also in with the console. Don't worry, I actually got to try some good games on there. But anyway, yeah, no, it's bad. I tried it. As somebody who has actually played it, it is bad. The game that quote unquote almost killed gaming is bad. Who could have guessed? I think now, though, what we have is, like, a lot of, like, mobile games, you know? Instead of, like, that, like, shovelware tie-in stuff, we have, like, mobile games. And some of those are good, but a lot of them are just kind of eh. Or, like, free-to-play games, that kind of stuff, you know? Oh, I don't have any energy to, like, blow that up and get the thing inside. Okay, I'll come back when I have energy to do that. If I can remember. Yeah, there's a crystal up there. If I can spray that, I can save, and I can also blow up that thing. Almost dead. I am, anyway. What's a game or... Okay, what's a movie or something that would make a pretty good video game? I'm trying to think. What would be a good movie? Or, like, maybe a book or something? That would make for a good video game. I feel like you could do a good series of unfortunate events game that, like, was, like, centered around puzzle solving and stuff. Kind of like a point-and-click adventure game kind of thing. I feel like that would be good. There were a couple of tie-in games for the, Jim Carrey series of unfortunate events movies. I think I might own one of those, but I haven't played it. But I've seen them around. I don't know if they're anything good or not. Oh, interesting. Oh! I can't believe I lived. So, are you guys, like, on a timer? What is this? Okay, whatever. Let's see. What do we got? You learned to climb. Press and hold right trigger while you're against the wall to travel along its surface. Okay. Holy cow, I can climb. Amazing. Oh yeah, speaking of kaiju and like video games, have you ever seen the Earth Defense Force games, Bolim? They're super funny. I don't know if they'd be up your alley, but like at least it would be funny to like look them up because they're super funny. So they're basically like games like about fighting giant bugs and like sometimes other kaiju. And like one of your ultimate abilities is summoning like the giant mech or whatever, or calling in like an airstrike or something. But you're like, yeah, like you're a squad of like Earth Defense, you know, EDF, Earth Defense Force guys protecting the Earth from giant bugs. It's very over the top and fun. Fun game to play with friends and everything. I think they're about to come out with a new one as well. Ah! Okay. I lived! It was absolutely horrifying. Oh, right, you don't like bugs. I forgot about that. Sorry about that. Forgot about that part. Yeah, it's not a super fun game to play by yourself, but it's fun to play with friends. I've tried playing it by myself, and it's not super fun, yeah. Man, the projectile speed on these guys is pretty intimidating. Yeah, I think there was more than one 361, but yeah. Weird. Oh. Oh, is that how that works? Oh, every time I jump, the, like, mushrooms, like, either retract or extend. It's not a random. They're on, like... Oh, okay, that makes sense. Dang it. But yeah, no, every time I jump, they, either retract or extend. That's super weird. That is not conveyed well at all. I could totally see somebody not figuring that out for like a long time in this game, because it's not explained well to the player. Ah. Oh, and that's why you have to have climb there, because if you just double jump up the wall, it retracts in on itself. Yeah, I think there are, like, kaiju games, but yeah. Oh, nobody tell her about, what's it? What am I thinking of? Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers has gotten quite a few good games recently. They've gotten a good RTS, a good horde shooter, and a good, like, was that also Starship Troopers? Maybe that was Aliens that I'm thinking of. But there's like a TRPG, like a tactical RPG I'm thinking of that I think was Starship Troopers as well. But that might be Aliens. Can't remember off the top of my head. Nope. You know what they should have done? They should have color coded. Well, never mind. As I say, they should have color coded the color of the mushrooms that retract and extend to whatever color your jump button was. But that depends on what console you're playing on. So. I don't know. There should have been I feel like the whole, like... Yeah, and so now these work differently than those one mushrooms we just were dealing with. This is cool and pretty standard, you know, having... Gosh, darn it. Platforms that only appear once you get to the previous platform, but... Now they're not working the same way. So now there's an inconsistent way that those platforms work. I don't know. There's just stuff like that that, like, I question from a game design perspective. Jump into the spikes. Idiot. Oh, this is interesting. Shoot. I thought the new opening was over there. Oh, hold on. Let me check something. Yeah, okay. That's why. I saved before I picked up the key. Or a shard or whatever. Ouch. I've already been at this for an hour and a half. Okay. Well, we're doing fine. I still got plenty of time. Oh gosh, well, that's fine if I die there. I forgot to pick up this. Can't continue forward until I pick that up anyway. And I don't want to waste another thing on saving until we get a little bit farther. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, I was gonna admit to the fact that I didn't get up properly until like 12 o'clock today. Like, I woke up at 7, and then I just laid in bed for, like, the first 5 hours of the day. I got quite a bit done the second half of the day today so far, though. Had lunch for me and my sister. Did some chores around the house, that kind of thing. So, I don't know. I have a habit of doing that, where I'll, like, waste the first half of the day, and then I'll try and, like, compensate by, like, making the most out of the rest of the day. It usually works out okay. But it would be nice if I could just, like, make the most of the first half of the day. And then, like, just chill and do whatever the second half of the day. Trying where I'm trying to get with that whole situation. Ah. Dang. Keep forgetting to pick up the key. I should probably just save, like, once I get through one of those spike sections again. Too bad the internet hasn't been good this stream. Oh well. Hopefully it's better this weekend. Looking forward to this weekend. I'm still not burnt out on SMT5. I think I might be in a couple more weeks here, but we'll see. We'll see once I get through, like, Demi-Fiend and stuff. And the new super bosses and all that. Yeah. I probably shouldn't go for that health because I'll probably just die there. Oh. I don't know. Talking about Earth's Defense Force, though, there are so many of those horde shooters that look like fun. But, like, you really do need more than one person to play with. I don't know. I've thought about, like, trying to get on a Discord server and, like, trying to play some of those games. Like, Left 4 Dead, for example. You know, some of those, like, zombie-type games or whatever. Just, like, on my own time. And maybe I will at some point. But, like, I don't know. So many other games I could be playing. That's hard to make it a priority. And I'd rather play with somebody I know rather than trying to find somebody so I could play with them. I don't know. Well, I guess maybe that'll be a way to make some new friends at some point, is like getting into a game or whatever. Oh gosh. Yeah, I should have saved there. Oh well, I'll try and do that this time. If I can get to it again. Nope. And I walked right into a spike and died. What? Oh. The button for paragliding and like grabbing onto a wall is the same. And so since I wasn't close enough, it did the paraglide instead of the grabbing onto a wall. I hope that won't become a reoccurring issue. Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious. Nope, too fast. Oh, I forgot to save there. Gosh darn it. No, I should save there. Yeah. Not a lot of good spots to save though, unless I take out those enemies. I guess I could do that. Yeah. Okay. Now I don't have to do the mushroom section at least again. Oh. Do you guys have a piece of media that is like objectively bad or kind of mid but you just like because either you have nostalgia for it or you just kind of like it for how cheesy it can be or whatever. I think for me it's like some of the early 2000s Alice in Wonderland movies, the ones with Johnny Depp. They're objectively kind of weird and like kind of but like I like them. I like them. I have nostalgia for them. I quite like them. Oh. Nope. If you're gonna shoot at me, shoot at me. Nope. I did say to shoot at me. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, sometimes you get into something as a kid and you value the memories and stuff and like that the time when you got into it more than like the actual piece of media or whatever itself, you know. Ouch. Man, I feel so bad for Ori dying all these times. I'm sorry, man. I wish I was better at this game. Oh well. I'm much better at some games than others. Such is a fact of life. So many slimes there. Ooh. Okay. Man, am I getting tired over here? Yeah, maybe I've just been tired all day. Maybe that's why I slept until, or why I just laid in bed for the first 12 hours of today. What time did I go to sleep? Oh, right. I went to sleep at like 1 o'clock in the morning. That's why. Oh, right. I forgot I did that. Yeah. That explains a lot. Okay. Yeah, I gotta not do that tonight. Yeah, because I think what happened is I started playing a game at 7 o'clock, and then I looked over at the time, and it was like 12 p.m., and I still had not like brushed teeth or anything. Because I thought I was gonna like play for a little bit, and then like get ready for bed. Yeah, that's what happened. Yep. Yep, that checks out. All right. Nope. Maybe I can blame that on who I'm so bad at this game today. Nah. I mean, it probably doesn't help. I'll be honest, it probably does not help. But can't lay all my problems at the feet of lack of sleep. Gosh darn it, I should have saved there. It's so infuriating that I just died there. I have like 2 health and I have no way to get back anymore right now, so there's so many things that can just instantly kill me. You know, I've thought about making a video about all the, like, franchises that have been ruined that I liked as a kid. Because both Halo and, Command & Conquer have been driven into the dirt pretty thoroughly at this point. Pokemon hasn't been driven into the dirt, but it's definitely gone downhill, I think. In terms of the games, at least. Like, objectively. Like, I think they've kind of, like, gone downhill a little bit. What other series or whatever? I mean, Metroid didn't get a new game for a while, but that's not too crazy. But, like, it still got a game eventually, you know? What else did I enjoy as a kid that's, like, gone into the dirt? I mean, my favorite game on the DS never got a sequel. Even though the 3DS was, like, right there. And then it got, like, a terrible port to Switch. And then a kind of meh sequel. The port to Switch of that game was the Mobile Thorn port. Thorn. You can okay. Maybe the, like, lack of sleep is hitting me harder than I realized. The mobile phone version of the game, which is actually decent. It's The World Ends With You. And so the mobile phone game version of that game is actually pretty decent. Everything considered. If it's not, I don't know. I think the DS version of the game is still a better way to play it, but, like, the mobile phone version is acceptable. But then they, like, ported it over to the Switch without, like, making any actual changes, and so it just was, like, a really bad port. Because, like, imagine trying to use, like, the, like, Switch pointer thing as, like, basically finger inputs on, like, what would be a phone thing. And even in, like, handheld mode, it still had issues, because you could use it in handheld mode, and that's fine, right? Because then you can still use your finger. It controls pretty much like the phone version, right? But, you know, it's like, you know, better sprite work, whatever. Okay, fine. But the real problem... Oh, I forgot! I don't have to, like... I can just hold on to stuff. I don't have to, like, constantly be jumping all the time. Gosh dang it. Anyway, oh my gosh. Ah! The jump animation, apparently, is, like, high enough on the initial, like, few frames where if I jump too close, yeah. Even if I'm fine where I'm standing, it just kills me. Anyway. So... Okay, so, but in handheld, right, so it, like, acts like the mobile phone version. But, like, in the handheld, you can't use either of the joysticks to actually move around. They didn't bother giving that functionality to the Switch version. They just left it, like, pretty much completely vanilla to how the mobile phone version is. It's such a shame, too. And then they added in, like, this epilogue that was, like, hinting towards the sequel that eventually came out that wasn't very good. I don't know. I should caveat. The sequel that came out is a fine game. The combat is okay. The music is good still. The art style is pretty good. It looks good. Story's okay, but it's a bad sequel. Because it over-relies on the original game way too much. Like, way, way, way too much. It has, like, the original cast of characters, like, come back and, like, be, like, the major focus of the story. But you don't get to play as them for most of the game. So you just have, like... So unless you, like, play the original and, like, you have, like, big nostalgia for that game, like, you do not care about, like, who these guys are, really. Which is, you know, It's such a shame. But like this original was like really good. But like trying to like do nothing for the sequel, but like be like, oh my gosh, it's the guy, it's him from the first game. Oh my gosh, look, aren't you excited to see him? It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, it's frustrating and annoying because the original characters that they had for the new game, The World Ends With You Neo on the Switch, were pretty decent. Like, I thought all the new characters were pretty good. But then they just, like, were, like, pointing at the old characters and, like, soy-jacking the whole time in that plot. And it was, like, so annoying. Also, the combat had to change a lot. Obviously, going from the DS to, like, a native Switch game on, like, one screen. And they did the transition pretty well. But, like, it's not as good of a battle system as the DS one, surprisingly enough. Because the DS battle system was pretty interesting. Because you would have, like, one character on the top. Gosh darn it. Stupid frog. You'd have one character on top that you can control with the D-pad, and you'd have another character on the bottom that you can control by doing, like, inputs with the touchscreen or by, like, yelling into the microphone or whatever for some of the attacks. And that was a really interesting system because you had to manage two people with, like, two different control styles on literally two separate screens. Something you could only do on, like, the DS or 3DS, which is why it's so weird that they never bothered to, like, give it a sequel on the 3DS. Because that would have been your chance to do so. But, yeah. So the new system, I won't go into detail. It's alright, but it's kind of generic and not as good as the... It's just not as good. It's just not the same. You know? One of those things. Anyway. Have I scared everyone away already by my bad internet and talking about a game that's completely unrelated to the game I'm playing? Have I scared everybody away yet? Did I put everybody to sleep? That's the goal around here. See, the goal is so that you guys can just all fall asleep, and then I'll start running ads. But you'll be asleep, so you won't be able to, like, turn off the ads. So I'll be able to, like, rack in that sweet, sweet, ad money. I'm kidding, I don't have ads available. Although that is, like, a burgeoning, like, thing for YouTube videos. There's, like, quite a few, like, types of content that are designed around being, like, content you can sleep to or whatever. Which is interesting. Also a little worrying that there's like enough of a like demand for content that is something you can fall asleep to. Like we can't get to sleep without having like somebody playing like, I don't know, not Fortnite, but like other stuff while we're trying to like sleep or talk about like I haven't died yet. Okay. Well, I'll keep trying then. Don't worry. Although I think I'm dying in this game enough for all of us. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hate that that's a one-shot so much. Oh, I need a sec. Oh my gosh, that's so unfair. All right. I will say, I think this is like one of the games that I have. Am I getting frustrated at this game? A little bit. I think this is one of the games I have least enjoyed playing on stream in a good while. But like, we're almost halfway done with the game after today. So I'm just gonna stick it out and like live with it. And then I'll just give it like a 4 out of 5 or whatever. But like, you know, it's, I don't know, I've committed to it already. Maybe it'll get better. But like, man, I keep saying maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll get better. I feel like there's a lot of like functional, like underlying issues that are just not going to get better with how its combat and like enemy design is laid out. Oh, I can do that? Apparently I can do that. I think the story, graphics, and music are all pretty solid. I just think that the combat and like the way they design enemies leaves a lot to be desired. Oh, mini boss fight, I think. Or in the frustrating gameplay, yeah. I wonder if the sequel's any better. I hear that the sequel has better gameplay than this one, like it improved upon the gameplay. So I guess I'd be interested in playing that at some point, but I'll probably won't be anytime soon after this game. Ori and the Blinding Rage. Oh, that's right. I think, yeah, I think there's, like, scaling or, like, some sort of, like, carrying over of health, because I think bosses seem to die quicker on the second go-around. I don't know if it's keeping its health or if it's, like, scaling the power level of the boss down so they take more damage. But I've noticed that whenever I die in a boss, like, when I come back, they seem to take a lot more damage, or they seem to be already damaged. I can't tell which. It's only happened a couple times. Let me in! Let me in! Thank you. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I have to carry this thing, don't I? Alright. Oh, I didn't save after the fight. that it? Nope, there it is. Okay. I shouldn't have saved there. Because now I have to wait for this animation every time I die. I'll just save after this. I got plenty of energy now. Right, there's spikes there. I guess being frustrated and tired, this is where I'm supposed to like rage and like curse the earth or whatever and like break a controller, right? That's like the streamer handbook. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to like rip my shirt off and like scream like I'm being possessed or something. Tyler 1 style. Well, too bad, because I like this shirt. Okay. Alright, so now there should be like a tower section here, and that should be the halfway point for the game, so we'll probably go ahead and do this tower. Yeah. The only way to be entertaining. To be fair, like, you do have to, like, exaggerate somewhat over camera if you want to get, like, emotions across in your face or whatever. It can be helpful to over-exaggerate that stuff, but yeah. I do find it kind of annoying, whenever I see somebody, like, rage or scream out over, like, normal stuff in a video game. Or, like, break their controller. Like, I never understood the breaking of the controller thing. Like, I've broke stuff. Like, when I was a child, I used to, like, whenever I got upset or whatever, and got sent to my room, I would kick, like, the wall over and over again. And eventually I kicked the same spot enough times that I put my heel through it. When I was, like, 8 or so. And then I had to... And that was the day... I learned, my father taught me how to patch a wall. So, yeah. But, anyway. I have to go to the Valley of the Wind. Oh. I have to go to a new area. And then come back here, I guess. Well, how far away is this? It's over there? I think I can do that. I think I'll live long enough to do that. Yeah. So I've broken stuff, but I never understood the breaking of the controller thing. Holy cow, that rain is loud! It's so loud, holy cow. Why is that so loud? Maybe it's not as bad on your guys' end, but yeah. Without turning down the volume or anything, it's very loud. It's very odd. I didn't know I could jump off that projectile. I gotta go right and then over to the left probably later. Later, Gator. Ah, dumb bird. Oh my gosh. Ah, okay. Couldn't remember if I had opened that or not yet. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I knew that if I broke something, it's not like I was getting a new one, you know? If I got frustrated and broke, my GameCube, well, I didn't have a GameCube growing up. My Xbox or whatever, right? I wasn't getting a new Xbox. That's not how that worked. So, maybe some of it was that. Holy cow, I'm actually about to nod off. I didn't realize I was this tired until I sat down, I guess. Because I've been on my feet all afternoon working on chores and stuff, so. I guess I didn't realize, like, until I sat down for, like, a couple hours how tired I was. Whatever. Like I said, I'd like to get through this last section for today, and then we'll be halfway through the game, and we can finish it out next week. Gosh, I died. Okay. Well, yes, but, like, I died to an explosion thing. Yeah, those roly-poly guys are still, even, like, a few hours into the game here. Almost halfway through the game, really. Still pretty annoying. And the fact that they're an insta-kill from full health at this point in the game, because they explode, even, like, if they die, they explode. And so you can just lose pretty easily. Oh, okay. I see a switch up there. I assume I have to get up to it. I have to use this guy, maybe? That's pretty close there. Come here, buddy. Otherwise, there's that, Hey, there we go. Okay. Is it? Yeah. I figured it out. I feel so smart for that. I don't care. Even if, Yes, yes. Lush and green, now ice. Okay. Forlorn Ruins. Here's where the Gumon live. They build miraculous structures and fuse them with the light of the spirit tree, which keeps them safe. Okay. But, oh no. The Gumon were frozen, unable to escape. When the element of winds lost its light, these ruins must have turned into their grave. Oh, these remind me of that one guy that we, saw in the, first area that was running away with the orb, with, like, the 2 legs or whatever. Like, the 2 long legs and the 2 shorter arms. What was I? Oh, right. Talking about good, like, tie-in games and stuff. The, Lego games are surprisingly good, right? There's quite a few, like, good, like, Lego X games, you know, like Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Star Wars. There's Lego Harry Potter. I think Lego Star Wars for, like, the Clone Wars was the last one I remember playing. Although, Lego Harry Potter was pretty good, too. There's some pretty good Harry Potter games. Like, outside of just, I know, the, like, newest one. But, like, even some of the, like, older ones that came out, like, around the time the movies came out. Some of those are pretty good, too. Yeah. I don't know. I do kind of want to try the Wizard game, the Harry Potter game. I think that would be... Oh, interesting, gravity. Okay. Yeah, I see. That's kind of fun. But... yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do it off stream or whatever. That way I don't have to deal with people getting mad at me about playing a video game, you know? Hogwarts Legacy? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. For my part, it's like, you can be a fan of, like, a piece of media without being a fan of the author, you know? There's a lot of good music that was created by some pretty reprehensible people, so... like, that separation between the art and the artist kind of stuff, you know? Also, all those people saying, like, boycott Harry Potter, like the Harry Potter game, the Hogwarts Legacy stuff, like, do you think that, like, she cares? Like, she's already rich. Oops. She's already made her millions. She's fine. She's set. She never has to work another day in her life. She does not care. All they did was, like, harass people who are just trying to play the game and have fun. So, not a good look. Anyway. Whatever. I guess at this point, I'm like a year or two late on that, huh? That might have been a hot take, like, when the game first came out, like, a year or two ago, but at this point, it's like... Ah, yes. The floor is made out of floor. You don't say. Ouch. But no, this gravity thing is kind of interesting. Good thing I don't have a face cam on. I'm yawning over here. I'd be putting you all to sleep even more so. Dang. I should have saved. Yeah. I'll save once I get a bit further in here. Again. Can you imagine doing this whole game without, like... Well, I guess you'd have to save at some point, but, like... I was gonna say, like, without saving at all. You call a wheelchair because it's a chair with wheels? Whoa! No way! I remember there was like this like ridiculous like racer on the Xbox 360, and like it advertised like being able to make a bunch of wacky things like a recliner or whatever into a racing vehicle of some kind. And like that was one of the things on there. It was like on the front cover was like, you know, like a recliner, but also like a wheelchair or whatever. Oh, right, I can glide there. Okay. Please just let me pick up the ball. There we go. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just thinking of the giant enemy spider thing. It's funny, it is funny, I think the only stream I've ever watched of Jerma is his, like, Dollhouse stream. I went and watched the VOD for that in its entirety. But I don't think I've ever watched, like, a full one of his other streams, but I've seen, like, plenty of clips from Jerma. And then I think I also saw him when he did that, like, what was it, that event with Doug, where he was, like, pretending to be like the AI or controlling the like, you know, the randomizer 3000 or whatever it was. I can get past this section, then I can save, and then I don't have to do this part ever again. Okay. Go save. Whatever. Oh, right. I need the ball there. Oh, I need the ball. Where's the ball? Where'd the ball go? I need the ball. Give me the ball. I need 3 balls of fire. Okay, where the... Oh my gosh, the ball's all the way over here. What the heck? I guess if you're not, like... It scares me. Thank goodness he's not real. True. It's like that meme, you know, X can't hurt... X isn't real, it can't hurt you. And that's just like X. Like Elmo with a Glock or something. Okay. Come on, let me pick up the ball. I need the ball. Give me the ball. Okay, thanks. Nope, okay. Oh my gosh. If I grab the ball, can I just like jump back over here? Looks like I can. Gosh, walked right off the edge. Can I not save here? There it is, okay. Let me save here again. Jeez. Okay. Hopefully not too much farther to go. wish there was a way I could heal up and not be dying as quickly, but oh well. Man once said, it is what it is. Oh, I have to drop the orb there. Okay. Well, at least the Path of Pain is, like, short. And, like, it is a little BS, but, like, you have an entire game of, like, not a ton of BS to, like, work up to the Path of Pain. This entire game feels like a little BS. Like, there's a lot of random deaths or, like, just, like, dying to, like, I don't know, just, like, a lot of stuff. And, like, things, you can inconsistently die to things. Right? So, like, certain attacks for some reason insta-kill, but others don't. Or you can just have, like, really low health because you had to save and, like, there wasn't any health to be gained nearby. Oh. I don't know. I guess maybe I can't speak too much about that because I haven't actually done the Path of Pain. But, like, yeah. Oh gosh. I don't know. Maybe that's just how some platformers are, and that's fine, but maybe that just means that this type of platformer isn't for me. I still want to try, like, Celeste and, like, A Hat in Time and stuff like that. Cuphead, but I don't know. I can't refund the sequel. It's been, like, years since I bought it, but maybe I'll hold off on playing it at least, right? Oh, yep, I was off by, like, a couple pixels, so I fell off the platform. Off the, like, rounded edge of the platform. Turning my head sideways so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Well, this is, like, one of the main, like, areas of the game that you have to do. It's, like, one of 3. There's, like, 3 MacGuffins you have to go and get. You have to go and, like, do this. And we already did one Tuesday. You have to do this one. And then I'm guessing after you do the last 3rd one, there's, like, one more section. So, based on the average time to beat this game and, like, just how that kind of stuff usually goes. I'm guessing there's, like, one more. What was I supposed to do here? Oh. Maybe I should have saved there. At least you can save practically wherever. Yeah, you can practically save wherever, but you can't save whenever. Because you may notice I only have enough energy for one more save before it bothers to give me more crystals so I can save again. And sometimes that energy is, like, required for progression as well, or you have to, like, blow something up or whatever. Wait, I just realized something. Can I not get up there that high? I can. Oh, okay. I think I see what I'm supposed to do here. Hey, I got it. Okay. Okay, that's one down. Let's go get the other one then. I think I was pretty close. I'm just not quite sure what I was supposed to do there, so. So there's another, like, key thing up here. Wait, what am I doing here? Why am I waiting for that thing to come over? I can just jump over here. Peep the horror? I mean, peeps are horrible. Not a fan of those things. Oh, can I, like, do this? Oh, okay. I see. Oops. Okay, I think I see what I'm supposed to do here. And, like... yeah. Completely ignore that section. Hey, look! Finally a place to put that map thing in. I see. Okay. Yeah. Not that far away, then. Oh. I mean, this is kind of an interesting idea. The gravity thing is fine. I think having to hold on to something to do the gravity thing is a little weird. But, oh, finally. Ooh! A chance to refill my health and energy and save. Nice. Okay. But yeah, I think we're pretty close. I think we have to get those 2 keys left. And then we have that door to open. And then there's, like, one last section of this area. And then there's probably, like, a boss fight. Or we have to, like, run out of the area like we did before. Because the last one of these had that, like escape sequence. So I wonder if all of them have something like that or whatever. Hopefully not involving the gravity stuff. Oop. I don't know, I think gravity stuff for like platformers can be kind of fun, but like, man. You know, just sometimes just like, man. Man, even when I'm fully healed, I die in like 2 hits. It's so crazy. What's the point of gathering like all this health if I'm just gonna die in 2 hits? I'm not a fan of like peeps. Peeps are like this marshmallow candy thing shaped like a chicken. They're not great. I don't like them. They got this weird sandy texture to them. So they're like, think of a marshmallow and then like put like sand on it. And that's pretty much the consistency of a peep. Or like sandpaper peep. Like sandpaper marshmallows. They look so weird. Or, well, I guess they do look weird, but they like feel so weird. And they're not that good. I mean, they're a marshmallow, so they're not like horrible. But like, man, just eat a marshmallow by that point. Like, the texture is just worse. Oh, I see. Can I kill this guy before I walk up the ramp? Not if he kills me first. Got him. Okay. Yeah. Well, I would say sandy because I think the only time I've ever had a peep was like at a beach, and so I wasn't sure if it was like the texture of the peeps or just like actual sand, you know? Well, I think I have to figure out what we're playing next after this game at some point here. Because this is a relatively short game. I don't know, do I just like pick something else next weekend? Or next week? It'd be funny if I just went back straight to Hollow Knight and like did Pantheon or something. That would be funny. That would be funny. But probably not that. I'll have to take a look maybe. I guess we could do Cuphead. That was like this thing that won in this. That was like the second thing in the poll, right? Cuphead would probably be fun. To a certain extent. I'm sure I'd die quite a bit there too, but at least the like boss fights would be fun, right? At least the actual gameplay would be, you know, fun. I can save there? That's funny. I can save on the wall there. Oh, I missed the platform. Ah, died. Okay. Well, at least I saved. Okay, that's one down. I see. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. I don't know if I'll do Rain World anytime soon, but at least Cuphead would be kind of fun. Maybe I'll put, like, Rain World on the games to play next year or something. Or, like, if I keep going down this rabbit hole of, like, platformers. Celeste could be good, too. Celeste gets pretty hard, but, like, it's not too BS. Because it has plenty of, like, checkpoints and stuff, so... And, like, the hardest challenges aren't, like, required to beat the game, so... Leave me alone. Okay. Yeah. I've heard that. That's like supposed to be this whole like alien ecosystem. And you just have to like learn how like all the like different like animals or whatever interact in that ecosystem to like properly play the game. It's a cool idea, yeah. Kind of reminds me, there's like a, well, I'm trying to think. There's a Legend of Zelda type game that came out not that long ago that like has an entire like made up language, I think, that you have to like learn to like progress and through the game and learn all the puzzles and everything. I wonder if Gumo knows of their fate. I hope he can forgive us, that we live and they are gone. Forgive... We didn't do anything. Shoot. Are you hoping that he forgives the, like, owl person that did this? Because we ain't got nothing to do with this. The elemental of winds lies before us, stored in the heart of this place. Yeah, I've seen people play Cuphead before. Like, I watched somebody play through most of the base game of Cuphead. I haven't seen any of the DLC with, like, the girl one, but... These ruins are all that is left of the Gumon, reminding us of their fate. Losing the ones they loved, Gumo is the last of his kind. Ori, we shall bring back the light. For Nibble and the memory of the Gumon, let's restore the element of winds. Moved by their words, he decided to act. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's like a gliding section. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna keep having these, like, escape sequences at the end of these towers. Oh gosh. I hope they're actually fun. I mean, these would be cool sequences if you did them perfectly the first time, and they probably look really cool if the speedrunners do them or whatever. But like, I don't know, I feel like they are pretty hard to do on the first go around, which is a shame because this like song is pretty good, right? The one that they play during these like escape sequences and everything. But like, I don't know, it's just the way they're designed, it's hard to get them like in the first try. You're probably gonna die at least 3 or 4 times, and like by the time you died for the 5th time, no matter how good the music sounds, it's gonna get like, it's gonna lose some of its impact, you know? I think it might be a case of sometimes if devs don't have like people to playtest their game, the difficulty of the game gets a bit too much because devs are usually pretty good at their own game. Like, if the game is popular enough, a dev will never be the best at their own game because people will spend way more time than even they do learning the ins and outs of like a game and like getting good at it and practicing like sections and stuff. But like a dev is usually pretty good at their game, so sometimes if you don't have playtesting, you can end up making the game unintentionally much harder than it really should be because you're pretty good at the game, you know? Like, that does happen. Was I supposed to save there? No, maybe I should have. No. If I die here, then I'll do that, yeah. Ouch. I died while trying to line up that shot because I was in the blast area of the spout of water, I guess? I guess that's what they are, right? Like, some sort of like water or whatever. Ouch. Oh yeah, SCP stuff. SCP stuff is kind of fun. There's a lot of cool ideas there. And people have made some pretty cool stuff with it, both in terms of like art, stories, some games too. There's some interesting SCP games. Oh, that's kind of, like I said, there's a lot of cool and interesting and like different ideas in SCP. It's cool that it's just become this kind of collective resource of like cataloging interesting ideas, you know? Holy cow. Apparently my aim is awful. That had more of a curve to it than I thought it did. Okay. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do there. Okay. I see. Ah! That was like something that hadn't even appeared on screen. There was no way for me to know that like that water spout was gonna come out of there and just kill me. I can't save there. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Yep, the same exact battle. Yeah, I remember I read like this little online webcomic that was like went for a while, that did a bunch of them. So I learned about a good amount of them, but I'm sure like there's been many more since then. I know about like all the famous ones though, I think at this point, right? Like Peanut and all that kind of stuff. Stuff that at least made it into like some of the games or whatever. Because I've seen people play those games before, plenty. Dead. Right. Oh! Oh, I'm still alive. Never mind. Man, I'm surprised. This is the first time I've played a game that I heard like a lot of positive reviews about. Well, okay, it's not the first time, but it's like the first time in a while that I've played a game that like I've heard so much positive stuff about and not enjoyed, you know? Or at least not nearly as much as I was hoping I would. I think the game, the last game that I remember before this one, being kind of like that for me was, what was it? My Friend Pedro, which is a 2D action game where you control two pistols independent, or like two weapons independently, and like also jump and like do all these fun parkour tricks. The writing is pretty good, but like, I don't know, I guess something about the gameplay just like really did not click with me. Great. I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with that at all. But I guess I'll have to get back over there and find out. We got this whole section again. I don't know, I feel like this game looks pretty good in motion. Like, when you see all, like, Ori's animations and everything, and it's, like, being done well, I feel like it works. It looks pretty nice, but it looks pretty slick. But, man. Oh, is that it? Oh, I think... Oh. Ah. Kuro's nest. All right. Oh wait, Kuro's the giant bird, isn't it? Can I save yet? I can save there. For some reason in that specific spot I can save. Oh. Oh. Egg. Alright. I probably will be gone by the time you get back, because I think I'll be wrapping up after this. But have a good walk with your dog, and I'll see you later, Willem. Yeah, I guess as creatures of the night, they wouldn't really enjoy all the light, huh? Oh, jeez. That took a darker turn than I expected. Ori had learned how they had perished through our light. All along, she was simply protecting her last child. There's my save spot right there. Whee! I see. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I can't save it all here? That's gonna be annoying. Oh, huh. Okay. Ready. Sorrow pass. All right. I think that's good enough for now. Let me just go ahead and pick a new ability. Excuse me, new ability. I think that'll be good. Okay. I think that's going to be enough for today. And then I guess next week we'll be able to finish out the game. Yeah, I'll finish out the game. It's fine. It's not the worst game I've ever played. It's just kind of annoying. What's the worst game I ever played? I don't know. I've gone through most of the DS library, so there's some pretty crappy stuff on the DS library that I've just kind of gone through and tried, but wasn't very good. Because I've had access to like one of those like Ace card things for a long time, so I could play like pretty much any game on the DS library if I could find it, like the file of it. And so I've played like a lot of crappy like DS games just to try them and see if I could find a hidden gem or two. Not a ton that like people didn't already know about, but like there's some good stuff in there, that like a Prince of Persia tactical RPG and like some other weird stuff that like I haven't seen people talk about, but like is a decent, you know. But I think like at this point most of the like really good games people have already talked about, or most of the interesting games people have talked to death about on the DS. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them. In any case, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week and everything. I'll be back again on Saturday for SMT5 Vengeance. I'll be back next week on Tuesday for more Ori and the Blind Forest. And yeah, hopefully I will see you guys there. But in case I don't see you, hope you guys have a good afternoon, good evening, good night. See you, Volum. See you, Union. Thanks everybody watching back on the VOD or lurking. Kirby, Peyton, Akira, I think came in earlier, right? Yep. But yeah, hope you guys all have a good one, and I will see you all later.